well, this could be a problem. The XR3i is running a bit lumpy. Well, that's a problem because tomorrow is the XR Owners Club National Meet, and it's a special one, the 40th anniversary of the XR Owners Club and the 40th anniversary, 40 years of the Escort Cabriolet, which is why I want to take this car. Plus, both of my other XRs have been to national days previously, so it really is this car's turn. Now, I live in Cornwall, which is brilliant, but there's one fairly major problem when you live in Cornwall, and that is that Cornwall is blooming miles away from everything else in the UK. And the XR Owners Club National Day tomorrow is at Donington Park Race Circuit in Derby. That's a long way. So I'm here, and Donington Park Race Circuit is here. That's over 250 miles and 4 hours and 45 minutes of driving. And the XR3i picks now to develop this splutter. How frustrating. Now, the XR Owners Club National Day is being hosted alongside the RS Owners Club National Day tomorrow at Donington Park. So I suppose I could take this. After all, I am a member of the XR Owners Club and the RS Owners Club. This car's MOT'd, it's taxed, it's clean, it's looking lovely. It'd certainly be a lot more comfortable to drive up to Donington in. But it is this car's special anniversary. What to do? Let me think about that for a moment. You see, with this car, well, I've actually had it fully serviced. It's had fresh oil, it's had new plugs, new leads, a new coil. Everything's been done to this car to try and resolve that splutter. And to be honest, it was actually serviced, what, less than 300 miles ago, back in 2021. I don't do a great deal of miles in this car. And the engine was fully rebuilt back in 2016, which was around 3,000 miles ago. So this car should be mechanically in really good health, but it's still got that splutter. I suppose it's a symptom of not driving these cars very much. I do start them regularly and run them up to temperature fairly regularly, but I don't drive them that much. To say this car probably in the past 3 years done 300 or 400 miles. So if we do take this, we're going to double what it's done over these last 3 or 4 years in just the next couple of days. Which car to take? What shall I do? Let's take the XR3i. It is the special anniversary for this car after all, and well, driving it might free it up. I don't know what it is. You've heard the engine run. Is it fuel? Is it a hydraulic tappet that's sticking? I don't know. I mean, let me know in the comments below. But maybe this 500-mile drive over the next 2 days will sort it out. Kill or cure, hey? Let's find out. Let's drive to Donington in my XR3i. Will I make it, or will I be coming home on a flatbed? Let's find out. Well, we are on our way in the XR3i. I've done just over 5 miles, still spluttering a bit, but I do fancy it's a little bit better. We're going to find out as this video progresses whether indeed we've solved this problem, or if you do, with your comments about what you think might be wrong with the car. Then I've got Lawrence with me today. Say hello, Lawrence.
Hello.
And well, we're travelling up in this car because, well, I've owned this car now for 15 years. I can't quite believe it. In fact, I've been showing this car at local shows for the past 10 years. This is the first national show that it's been to, as I said earlier. And in fact, it was, I think, the 10-year anniversary of showing this car just a couple of weeks ago at Mount Edgecombe. So 10 years of showing cars. I think I've been to 63 shows, and I've shown 28 different cars at those shows. In fact, for a bit of fun, I think at the end of this video, I'll put some photos up of all the cars that I've taken to the show. So if you fancy seeing that, and believe me, there's quite a variety, hang around to the end of the video and I'll put that on as a bit of an extra. Anyway, we've got about 6 hours to go. I think there's a bit of traffic. Hopefully that will clear by the time that we'll get there. But I will check in with all of you again in about 100 or so miles, or at least I hope that's when I'll check in with you again. Let's get across the water, get into Devon and start making our way up to Donington Park. We've just clocked 100 miles and well, it's taken us quite a while. What is it now? About 4:40. I think we've been on the road now for approaching 3 hours, and our journey, to be honest, has been hindered not by the car. The car's actually running really well. I think the 100 miles have really done the Escort some good. Still a little splutter there, but really vastly improved. In fact, the car up at sort of 70 miles an hour is running really nicely now. And also we've had loads of waves and all that type of thing, which has been great. But what's held us up? Well, it's the weather, because we've driven through sunshine when we left, and then it was a bit of rain and then some fog, and the showers keep kind of coming and going. Let's hope they clear before tomorrow. But also, it's a Friday afternoon. It's in the middle of the British school summer holidays, and well, the traffic is terrible. We've just pulled now into some more traffic, which according to my sat nav is, well, it's about 30 minutes long. So a bit annoying, but we're in this lovely old car. I'm enjoying the drive. And the other thing, of course, that's held us up is we keep stopping for refreshment. So far we've had a Subway and a Costa. We're certainly making the most of this drive. But as for the Escort, well, I'm really pleased. It's driving really nicely, and sat here, such a nice place to cover some miles. I'm really pleased that I decided to bring this car. Let's hope that continues. I'm feeling more confident now with 100 miles under my belt that we're going to make it, but we'll find out if we do indeed make it. But right now, so far, so good. And when this traffic clears, well, I'll see you maybe in another 100 or so miles. Let's get to Donington, to the hotel for the night, and then let's have a good look around the show tomorrow. I'll see you in a bit. Well, you join me on the A46. You had to come off the M5 there at Tewkesbury because of an accident. And well, we set off on this journey at just before 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's now, according to the clock, nearly 8 o'clock, and we've still got an hour and 30 minutes to go. We're about to clock 200 miles. This really has turned into an epic road trip to get up to Donington, to the XR Owners Club National Day. That's because of the traffic, and that's because of this accident, and the weather is not very good. It's raining out there at the moment, but it's nothing to do with the car, because the car has been driving really nicely indeed. In fact, we've really enjoyed travelling in it and making some memories in this car. Back in Exeter, I actually fueled this car right up, and I put in the Shell Supreme, that 99 octane fuel, and I don't know if it's that's really helped this car to run nicely, or this nice long drive that, well, has fixed it. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll find that hydraulic tappet, because I'm convinced it's that hydraulic tappet. Maybe it's seized up a little bit in the morning, and we'll have a bit of splutter in the morning. Maybe we won't, I don't know, we'll feature that. But as you can probably tell from this video, it's getting a little dark. I'm pretty confident we'll make it. So next time you see me will either be tomorrow morning when we're on our way to the show, or broken down somewhere on the A46. Keep watching, everyone. Let's go and see these lovely RS and XR Fords there at Donington Park Circuit. Well, we made it. Over 9 hours of driving and 263 miles. But we're here at the East Midlands Premier Inn, and well, it's been pretty good. A nice breakfast, and we're only about 5 or 6 minutes away from the circuit. So let's see if this car's splutter has returned, because it really did drive very well up there. Okay. Wow, we really are just a couple of miles away from Donington Park. It's starting to be signposted now, and I think I'll be there in under a couple of minutes. I've seen a couple of nice Fords as well. In fact, there were 2 Escort XR3Is in the car park of our hotel, which was perfectly situated. And we've seen a Fiesta rally car, nice Mondeo on the way in, so we should see some really nice Fords. And something else that's nice today, the weather is really nice. almost roof down worthy, so maybe I'll put that down in a moment. But here we are. Yep, we're about to drive into Donington Park Race Circuit. Here we are then at Donington Park, and well, the weather has turned out to be absolutely fantastic and the cars look incredible. There's the Escort XR3i Cabriolet there just over my shoulder. I kind of wish that I bought my Mark V XR3i Cabriolet because, well, there are none here. Or my XR 4x4 because there's only one of those here on the stand. But it's okay, there are several Mark IV Cabriolets, but then again, it's quite nice to have the car up here, to have made a memory in it, and to have it amongst all these other XR3i Cabriolets. Fantastic stand here. Now, if you're a Ford fan, this place would absolutely blow your mind. Our XR4is, well, they're over there and they've just been around the track. I'll try and find some video and put that on here for you just so you can see that. As are the Mark III Escort Cabriolets. They've also been around, 4 of them. They look absolutely brilliant. But as I say, if you're a Ford fan, well, it's like sensory overload. The cars here are incredible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some photographs of my favourite cars here at the XR and RS National Day 2023. So get ready for my virtual tour. Here it comes. So it's nearly 4 o'clock and well, we are leaving Donington Park. It's been an absolutely brilliant day. You'll see the roof's down. We'll see how far we get with the roof down. But wow, I mean, if you haven't been to the RS Owners Club National Day or the XR Owners Club National Day, tickets are available for the public. Come along because it's been absolutely brilliant. It's saying sat-nav 4 hours and 7 minutes home, which is a lot less than it took us to get here, over 9 hours to get here, as I said earlier. But hope you've enjoyed having a look around the show. I'm going to give you an update in a couple of hours time to let you know how we're getting on, and do stay tuned, as I said earlier, for a feature on all of the 63 shows that I've been to and the 28 cars that I've taken to those shows. As I said earlier, a real variety, but I'll pick it up in a few hours time. Escort's driving nicely, we got enough fuel, we got time. Should be a nice drive home. Bye bye Donington. We just pulled in to get ourselves a Costa, and well, I'm probably going to put the roof up, even though this car's been driving really nicely with the roof down on the motorway. Such a lovely car to drive. So electric hood on these, so as I push the button, just to let you all know, sorry I haven't posted anything on the Sierra Cosworth or the Capri for a while. I've actually been on holiday for a couple of weeks, which has been lovely, and I get right back to those over the next couple of weeks. Right, let's latch this down and let's go. We made it back, of course we did, in the trusty old Escort. Now, as you could probably guess, it's the following day because we got home too late last night. Well, really too dark for me to be able to film this end to the video. But what a wonderful day I had yesterday. The cars were absolutely out of this world. All of the RSs and all the XRs, really, really brilliant. Also met some lovely people as well, including a few subscribers. So thanks so much for those of you that came over and said hello. Standout cars for me, well, it's got to be the RS200s that were there, and the wonderful one of one remaining RS 1700T. What a treat it was to see that, and Lawrence was able to sit into the car thanks to the very kind owner. What a brilliant thing to see. But as I say, all the cars were great, but what car stole the show? Well, of course, it was this one. This car, from a spluttery beginning, managed to drive 9.5 hours there and only 4.5 hours back. Wow, what a difference. It covered 548 miles and it did it absolutely faultlessly. Well done, little Escort. Also, having travelled up and attended as part of the XR Owners Club and the RS Owners Club, well, I got the commemorative plaques for the 2023 show, which includes the XR one, which of course was a 40th anniversary, and I got a collector's cup, which I'm chuffed to bits with. I'll never drink tea out of that one. That one's definitely for the display shelf, but I really did have a cracking day. I have the best hobby in the world, and I'm so grateful, those of you that have hung on and watched until this point in the video, that you came along with me, that I was able to share it with you. Look, this isn't the type of video I usually make. It's back to business as usual here on the channel from here on in. We'll be making more content on the Sierra Cosworth because that's about to finish the wiring, so I can't wait to update you all on that. Some more videos on the Capri and lots more videos on all the other cars in the collection. Now, I promised you at the end of this video I'd show you a kind of photo montage of all the cars I've ever taken to the shows. I think it's 28 cars I've taken to shows over the last 10 years, and I think it's 63 shows. So please do stay tuned to that. It's quite an eclectic mix of cars, so have a look at that. And well, all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Lots more Ford, lots more Rover, lots more MG, lots more modern classic car content to come. But I really appreciate the support. I really appreciate you watching. Thanks, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now. Bye-bye. How was that?
The also I hope bit was quite cringy.
Okay. Should we do another take just to make sure it's okay?
Okay.